Two. Hello, everybody. Hello, Karen. Hello, Spedge. Dr. Paul speaking. I hope you can hear me. Spelling error in the title. Sponsored. Is that right? I can't actually see that. I know what you mean, but I can't see that at the moment. But you're probably right. Good. You can hear me. That's good stuff. All right. I'm a funny color, but that'll calm down soon once it works out what white is and correspondingly readjusts itself. I think it's starting to do it now. A funny old system. It doesn't really know what color things are. In fact, if I turn the green screen off, that might be good. Let's turn it off for a minute. That might just normalize things slightly. Hello. Paul here. Right, it's Monday night. It's time for the quiz. Look, suddenly look a bit more normal. That's good. How are you? Tell me some good news. Tell me some good news from your lives. I don't mean from the news. Maybe you survived a hijack. That sort of crosses over with the news. Or maybe you just had a nice day. Maybe you managed to get to Washington before it started raining. Something like that. That's my kind of level of good news. Although that doesn't apply to me today. I think I could have got it in this morning and it would have been relatively dry, but of course it started raining in the afternoon and that was that. Game over. So I've just left it out there. Hello, friends. Quite right. Hello, Peter. Hello, Janie. Hello, the Spage. Hello, Louisa. Oh, look, there's some good news. Hello, Joe. Dora's just made fresh lemonade. That's cool. Paddy is down visiting Claire. That's her son from Liverpool. All right. Nice one. So you got a visitor. Hello, chameleons. Hello, triangulation. What the hell? Look at this. My dad's goldfish have spawned and he now has about 500 baby goldfish free to a good home. I don't think I should put that on as a quiz prize somehow. I think there's probably some regulations about giving away goldfish on the internet live. Been out walking today. That's a good one. I had a massive walk at the weekend. I went out to the Borders on Saturday just by myself and walked for, I don't know how far. I don't do apps or anything like that. I had try to work it out from the map. I think I went for about 10 miles, but like up and down over hills, over wild country. It was great. Well, that's it, isn't it? You know, people buy them and just eat them. Win them, rather. Win and eat. Win and eat a goldfish. Went to the what? The Crowick multiverse near Sanquhar. What the hell? I know they got all sorts of... I know farms have to diversify these days, you know, because cheap imports and stuff like that, but like actually installing a multiverse seems like going a bit far. That is great, and I don't know why I don't do it more. I've been really skint, right? And I got some help off my mum. She helped me buy a pair of walking boots, and it was great. And I well and truly brought them in at the weekend. See, if I ever got a free Saturday, didn't have to do childcare, I used to go and watch football somewhere. Anywhere, really. Lower league football, anywhere across Scotland. Didn't really care who the teams were, just like going to football. But I think I might swap that for walking because it's just a bit more... It's just better, you know? Could walk to the football, I suppose. Capable and honest people. Well, I mean, you're in the right place, aren't you? I mean, quiz family, you know. It's an old coal mine, mysterious old coal mine with lots of weird landscaping. Right, so it's not actually a different dimension. Had me excited there. Oh, there's a multiverse down at Sanquhar. Really? Yeah, it's a portal to a different dimension. Crab Nebula. Fantastic, but no, it's just Jupiter Artland, basically. Mind you, coal mine. What, do you actually have to, do you go down into the mine? Like down a shaft? Like a mile underground? Spooksies. Is there a quantum bridge to a multiverse? Yeah, it's in Sanquhar. Fish are people too. Want to see Aberdeen play? Nah, too expensive. I like my lower league stuff. If Aberdeen were playing against Alloa, I might go and see that. I just like lower league football better. Hello, Sean. We had lunch in Andromeda. Great stuff. This is better than the quiz. Hearing all your nonsense. Right, let's get on with it. Speaking of the quiz, let's do the quiz. I have prepared a quiz. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. And I press the magic button. Woof! There it goes. Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. I don't think I'm going to do... Well, look, I'm definitely not going to do Wednesday this week. I'm starting back in the Brass Monkey, Drummond Street this Wednesday, and I cannot do a quiz at 7 o'clock and do the pub, and the pub pays. So that's a fairly easy choice to make. I'm going to keep Monday and Friday going. At the moment, I'm going to drop Friday. I'm going to drop Wednesday at the moment. I might bring it back. It depends. The thing is, I've got to do the Brass Monkey earlier than I would normally do it because of the Sturgeon restrictions are still on opening time. So anyway, there might be a bit of disruption to the online quizzes over the next few weeks. Online, but in general, online quizzes will continue. Okay? Guaranteed. Especially Friday. But I'm actually getting some work back, and it's pretty exciting for me, to be honest. Right, give us a share if you can. What time is the Brass Monkey quiz? It is 8:30 Wednesday. And that is the Brass Monkey Drummond Street, not the Brass Monkey Leith, not the Brass Monkey Shore, Brass Monkey Drummond Street, okay? So it's going to be great. Obviously, I had my first quiz in the real world for over a year last Thursday, and it was just great. I loved it. Loved being there. Loved doing it. Loved getting paid. That was cool. So it looks like I might avoid the worst outcomes, you know. A chance to start paying off some of this debt. I have a good joke for the jokes round, but it's more characters than the message box. Can I submit it later? Yeah, we're going to have a jokes round tonight, so save your jokes. Yeah, you can post it over 2 things, but usually that means it's a bloody awful joke. You know, that's why Twitter was invented, because like you can say everything you need to say in 3 lines, right? Same with jokes. If you just cut out all the stuff, all the needless words from the joke, you'll find that it does, the actual joke bit does fit in. That's what I think. Anyway, give me a share. Let's get the quiz started. Yep, Strathy on Thursday. So I'm actually doing 3 quizzes this week. Brass Monkey Drummond Street on Wednesday, Strathy on Thursday, and then up to the newsroom on Thursday as well. 2 on a Thursday. So I'm straight back into doing 2 on one night. Very good. Very exciting. Oh, whose birthday is it? Was it someone? You're saying happy birthday, Susan? I missed that. Oh, there we are. Hang on. Quiz ballers, extra point for a birthday on our team. Susan Farmer, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Susan Farmer. Happy birthday, Susan. Hope it's good. Right. You know how to play. You've been here before. It's after 5 past. I need to get started with this. Answer the questions. Write down your answers. You mark yourself after each round. Don't shout out answers in the chat unless I'm asking a bonus question. If I ask a bonus question, first person to answer the question in the chat gets on the wheel of names. The wheel of names looks like this, and it will be spun after the quiz to determine who wins the prizes. Keep a note of your scores. I'll get you to upload your scores at the end of the quiz. And I will make a scoreboard based on tonight's scores. These are the scores from Friday, and there's you could be either side of the line. You could be the Italy side of the line. Great success, very victorious. Or you could be the Germany side of the line. 3 points. Very bad. Nobody was bad enough to be UK. Hello, Roger. And thanks for that, Robert. You can hire me to do a Zoom quiz, play Deadpool. Tonight's sponsors, Cross Borders, thank you to them. They've been doing this for over a year now. And you can win beer. One of the prizes on the wheel will be beer. There's some previous happy winners. Even if you don't win, you can still get a 10% discount. Use the code DPQuiz on their website. The link for that is underneath the video. It's in the description. So if you want to get some beer for a little bit cheaper, it's great beer, and you know it's a company that have been supporting the quiz and being great guys, then check out their website. Okay. Thanks to Chris Chrism, that is, as you know him, who's supplying this prize tonight, The Trip to Greece. It's a DVD. All right. Thanks to Louisa, who's supplying this prize tonight. It's Bully's quiz book. Ian 1. What's that say? A dartboard, 3 darts, and a 48-page quiz book. What a prize. Yes, that's my fault, Beak. I haven't done it. I'm going to do tonight's and yours from last week tonight after the quiz. Okay, that's my fault. I'm sorry. Thanks, Beak. Well, there's nothing to thank you for because there's no prize. That's template stuff. I've not tidied it up. Win a scratch card, win some bodgers. Right, come on, let's get started. It's 9 minutes past, so I am late tonight. Let's get started. You ready? Here we go. Round 1 is the same letter round. It means that all the answers in this first round start with the same letter, which is a big clue. Question number 1 is about beer. Which European country is the home of beers with the names Lef and Dufel? And I have checked, and I think that's how you pronounce them. Lef and Dufel are from which European country? Number 2, in the same letter round, which sport was invented by Dr. James Naismith in Massachusetts in 1891? Kind of out of nothing, you know. And today is one of the world's biggest sports. 1891 is quite late to become a sport. So it's one of the youngest sports and yet one of the biggest sports in the world. Invented specifically by a guy as well, which is also unusual. And he lived long enough to see it become an Olympic sport in the 20th century. Number 3, which Take That Song was number 1 in 1995 and begins with the line, I guess now it's time for me to give up. Which is a bit of a weak opening line, I think. I guess now it's time for me to give up is the opening line of which Take That Song. It was number 1 in 1995. Number 4, puddings. Which dessert involves ice cream being cooked briefly in the oven? What? But it stays cold because it's covered with meringue. Right, so ice cream covered in meringue, you put it in the oven. And that toasts the meringue, but the ice cream stays cold. Total witchcraft. But what do you call that thing? By the way, it's 2 words. The answer to this is 2 words. And the last question in the first round is this. Which Disney film came out in 1991 starring, obviously, Paige O'Hara and Robbie Benson as the voices of the 2 title characters? Right, so there you go. So name a film, Disney film, came out in 1991. Animation. So the people doing the voices were called Paige O'Hara and Robbie Benson, and that's the 2 title characters. All right. Thank you, Ms. Duff, Mr. Doyle. Straight in there with the readies. I'm going to quickly recap this round just in case you missed any or just so you know which one is which. So Lef and Dufel, which country do those beers come from? That's number 1. Number 2, name the sport invented by a guy called Dr. James Naismith, 1891. Team sport, became one of the biggest sports in the world. He lived to see it become an Olympic sport. Number 3, Name the Take That song. I guess now it's time for me to give up, is the opening line. Number 1 in 1995. Ice Cream in the Oven, covered in meringue. What's that called? Total Madness. Number 5, name the Disney film. Paige O'Hara and Robbie Benson do the voices of the 2 title characters. Right, thanks everybody for telling me that you're ready. Just in case there's anyone who's not been here before, that's how it works. You tell me that you're ready and then I know to move on, you see. Because I know that you're all ready and you're about to get ready and mark yourself. So you're marking yourself, so be good, be nice to yourselves. Be the quizmaster you want to be marked by, if you know what I mean. Here come the answers already. Thank you, Janie. Thank you, John. Thank you, Marion. Thank you, Dave. Hugh Lewis. And the clues. Still one of the greatest pub quiz names. I'm looking forward to that again. All the new pub quiz teams' names that come through when I'm doing live quizzes. There's so much good stuff about doing live quizzes. Right, okay. Did you get a letter? Yeah. Letter B for banjo. Kind of the banjo. Right, what European country is the home of beers named Left and Duvel? They're both from Belgium. There's a Belgian band. Name the band. That's a bonus question. This is tonight's first bonus question. So if you can name the band who are Belgian in that picture, that's got nothing to do with the beer. They're just a Belgian band. Name that band. First person to get the name right in the chat gets on the wheel of names, which actually I've not got set up yet. So while you're answering that, it gives me a chance to just get wheel of names turned on. Yeah, John's got it. Hoover Phonica is correct. Very good. Now, where of course, this year's Eurovision entry for Belgium. I quite liked their song. So hang on, I've got to put Chris M on the wheel because he gives a prize. I've got to put Louisa on the wheel because she gives a prize, and I need to put John on the wheel because he has just all right answer. So there we go. I'm up to date with the wheel. Thank you. Nah, it's not Front 242. One of my favourites from back in the day. Old Front 242. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, the Belgian one was good. It wasn't immediate enough to win, but it keeps coming in my head a few days later. Catchy as well. Natters knew it was Hoover something. Half a point. I'm joking. There's no points for this. Right, okay. It's pointless. Oh, look. I'm going to finish off these answers. Right, James Naismith, Massachusetts, 1891. That's basketball. 2 points for that. I guess now it's time for me to give up. Terrible opening line. Horrible. Back for Good is the name of the song. Well done if you got that. Quite tricky to pull song titles out from 25 years ago. 25, 26 years ago. It's cold on the inside. Hot on the outside. A mad dessert. It's baked Alaska. Okay, I'm about to ask another bonus question to do with the picture I'm going to put up. What is the word beginning with letter N that goes with this picture? So I went to Google Images, did a search for baked Alaska. And there was a few different pictures I could have chosen, but I chose this one. And it was called something baked Alaska. The something starts with N. What was the word? Yeah, that's it. Neapolitan. Chrism. Thank you, Chris, for the prize you're putting up tonight, and you're on the wheel twice now. Nice. Okay, let's just crack on, get this last answer up here. Paige O'Hara, Robbie Benson's Beauty and the Beast. All right. Famine of the Feast, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time. Hip hop and grime. So 2 points for each of those right answers. So 10 points maximum on the questions. But there are also bonuses. You add the bonuses on at this point. You add 2 points if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and you get 2 points. Add 1 point if somebody on your team shares the quiz tonight. You press the share button, you share it out to the universe, you get a point. and you add one if you're Susan, or if it's your birthday and you're not Susan, but it has to be your birthday. So maximum is 14. Usual maximum is 13. Without a non-birthday day would be a maximum 13. Birthday day is 14. Belgian basketball, back for good, baked Alaska, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, that goes nicely, doesn't it? Belgian basketball, back for good, baked Alaska, Beauty and the Beast. I keep saying this, but I'm going to round up a bunch of the same letter answer cards from the different PowerPoints and just kind of wrap them over a hip hop beat. And it should be pretty good. Quiz Ballers are 14 points ahead of the UK at this stage. Excellent. It was a really good Eurovision. Loved it. Right, what we got? 13. It's 11 for Mr. Mackey. Didn't get to take that. The Middlemass crew got 13. Pajero got 11. Didn't get Beauty and the Beast. Oh no. Did you get another answer? Did you think that someone else starting with B, or did you just not get it? Triangulation 13. UK Alliance 13. Noodle Doodles in the house 13. They live pretty close to the Strathy. Might see them on Thursday. Don't know. Hope I do. Janie got 13. Nice start. Chameleon's got 13. Excellent. 13 and Troon. Yay! Top scoring. Bed knobs and broomsticks. Might be an alternative answer. A little bit older though, isn't it? Right, let's move on. Picture round. 5 pictures with questions. Here we go. Question number 1. Name the famous 1939 film, which, when adjusted for inflation, is still the most successful box office film of all time. And to be fair, it's a few years since I wrote that question. That might not still be true, but you get the idea. It made a lot of money. It was hugely successful. So that exact fact might not still be true, but it's still an incredibly successful film and always will be. What time's the newsroom on Thursday? It's 8 p.m. That's all stuff I've got to do over the next couple of days to get all the new times up and make sure they're in a place where people can see them and all that, because everything's just slightly different to what it was a year ago. They're calling a halt on the quiz because they're ahead. No, don't worry like that. Number 2, which southern EU country is this coin from? All right. Lots of countries use the euro, and the banknotes are all the same across the EU, but the coins represent different countries, even though they're the same currency. You know what I mean? So which EU member state does this coin come from? That is question number 2. Hockey. Number 3 is autograph. So, to Mike, Love Heart, and then who's it from? Right, name the actress. She's born in 1981. She's won a Saturn Award for Best Actress on television and has starred in superhero films. Okay, so who is that woman who's signed this autograph to Mike with a little love heart? And he's obviously been inspired to take a photograph of that and get it on the internet. Autographs can be difficult, but I think you can pretty much make this one out. She's done superhero films. I don't know much about her. I don't know what else she's done, but I know she's been in some Marvel films. So who is that? Who created that autograph? Number 4, name the country. It's another country. So which country is this postage stamp from? From the 1980s. All right. You see the word philately. When I was typing that, I was thinking about Janet Jackson. What have you done for lately? Ooh, 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 ooh. Number 5, low-key nostalgia. Right, have a guess at what year this edition of the TV Times was published. You can have 3 years either way. So if it's a little bit small for you to read, it's Lionel Blair and Maggie Moon challenge you to name that tune. So they're promoting the start of a new series of Name That Tune. Brilliant. One of the readers' competition is pick a song for Des O'Connor's new LP. Amazing. It's the good old days. So TV Times, it was like the it's like the ITV version of the Radio Times. A little bit cheaper, a little bit thinner, came on slightly more rubbish paper than the Radio Times. Fantastic. Don't bother being nice to stamp collectors, because philately will get you nowhere. Back of the net there, Derek. Quality joke. Let's just go over these again. So, number 1, name the film. 1939, one of the most successful films of all time. Put it that way. Very famous. And it was in the quiz in a different context last week as well, at some point. Number 2, which southern EU country does this coin come from? All the EU countries have got different coins. Number 3, we'll leave that on screen for a few seconds, just in case you're struggling with it. Female person, American actress, 1981. Won a Saturn Award. I think they're sci-fi awards. I'm not quite sure. I should know that. And has been in some superhero films. And she loves Mike, according to the autograph. Number 4, what country is the postage stamp from? The stamp was minted in 1987. And thank you for telling me you're ready, folks. And have a guess at the year. Lionel Blair in a threatening saxophone position above Maggie Moon, who appears to have fallen. I don't know why. Probably just so they could fit in that TV Times logo. I don't think you'd get something like that these days. These days, it's kind of more classy and less classy at the same time. You know what I mean? Right, everyone's ready. You ready? I think so. Right, here we go. So, here we go. So, most successful box office film of all time, certainly was when I wrote the question, maybe still is. It's Gone with the Wind. 2 points for Gone with the Wind. Nice answer if you got Gone with the Wind. Number 2, which southern EU country is the coin from? It says Pendi Lepta. It's 5 cents in Greek. It's Greece. Only 2 countries use that alphabet. In fact, there's the question. What's the other country that used that alphabet in the EU other than Greece? Most EU countries use the Roman alphabet like we do. There's a couple of countries that use that alphabet. Name the other country that uses that exact alphabet. Correct, Cyprus. Gary was first on that one. Very good. Bulgaria's in the EU, and they have an alphabet. They have their own alphabet. It's similar. Well, it's got similarities, but it's a different alphabet to Greek. It's probably closer to Russian. Well, Russia's not in the EU. Chypre, that's right. Getting phonetic. And how about the autograph? It's Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is the correct answer. I think she was in the Famous Four or the Fab. What do they call you? Famous Four. I'm doing Marvel questions later this week, so I should know that. Doing them on Friday for the 50-50 round. What country is this postage stamp from? Right answer is the USSR. If you put Russia, that's all right, or Soviet Union, that's okay. They the key thing is there CCCP, which is SSSR. Speaking of alphabets, that's here from your Cyrillic. SSSR, Soviet Socialist Salute Republic, something like that. Russia, Soviet Union, anything like that, give yourself 2 points. And the year, well, that's the uncropped version, so you can see it if you look very closely now. It's 1987. So if you said anything between 84 and 90, then you get the points. There's a wee close-up. August 87. And I did see that quip up there about sexual assault. There we go. Oops. Let's just show you that again. Aye, Fantastic Four, that's it. What was I going to ask for a bonus question? I thought I had one in my mind. I already asked one. Oh, no, I did ask the one about Cyprus. Right, okay. There's the answers. Gone with the win. Greece, Jessica Alba, USSR, and 87. So anything between 84 and 90. Yay! 10 out of 10 for Noodle Doodles. Guessed 84. Just scraped inside the gate. Lovely. Scarlett Johansson for Jessica Alba. Yeah, fair enough. But you can see it, I think. Once you know it's Jessica Alba, it's kind of, look, it's more obvious, yeah. I saw you mentioning Toronto to do with the stamp. You're saying it looks like Toronto City Hall. Let's have a look at that. I guess it looks like quite a lot of buildings. I don't think it's the most unique looking structure ever. I don't know what it says. I don't read Russian, so something agency. Atomic something. Well, you can tell it's atomic from the graphic. Maybe it's like the regional atomic energy headquarters or something. Make a stamp about that. That'd be good. The punters will lap that up. So there's all the answers. Right, okay. 8 points. 6 points. 6 points. 10 out of 10 for Lumpy Gravy. All right. Ow, just outside, 83. Yeah, it's funny when you look at stuff on YouTube from 1987 and it's like, it's more old-fashioned than you remember. If you're my age, you think, oh, 87, that's not too long ago. But then you watch stuff from 87 on YouTube and you're like, oh my God, it's a different country completely. Bang on a year. Nice one. 8 points for Marion. And Lorna, I think. Is Lorna here as well? 10 for Pajero. 10 for the Spedge. Ah, nice one. 85. Good guesses. Excellent. Right, let's move on. It's time for a sound round. Right. Let me see if my sound's working. Let's turn my speaker down so I don't get no feedbacks. Go over to iTunes where I should have these lined up. Yes, I do. That's good. Good. So far, so good. Right, show you a list. It's voices tonight. I'm going to play you 5 voices. You've got to pick the speakers. Yeah. There's a bit of backup. It does look like Toronto City Hall. Right, okay. Cool. Let's do it. Right. Oops. Okay. Here is voice number 1. Talking about the media.
It does irritate me because obviously I get to see how upset she gets, and I know the real her. But that's something that we deal with on our own time. And unfortunately, I can't turn around to the press. I can't turn around to people and say, listen, she's not like that. She's like this.
She's not like that. She's like this. That's what he wants to turn around and say to the press. So who's that speaking in voice number 1? Can you hear that okay? I think you can. I think my headphones are just turned down a bit. So I think you can probably hear that okay. Number 2 is someone talking about being happier at work. Who's this?
No, I think to be honest, I'm the happiest when I'm working and the healthiest. And I think this is an opportunity for me to, focus on what I love in life. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a blessing. And
I think it's a blessing, she says. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a blessing. Number 3 is a man who's very famous in the UK, and in this chat, he's trying to give a bit of credit to his missus. Who's this?
I mentioned everybody else at that occasion, but forgot to mention my wife. My wife was an Olympic athlete in her own right, 5th at Olympic Games, silver and bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games, in her own right as an athlete. And then has been the team doctor on and off for the last 15 years, and now helping the team in their preparations for next year.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, give the wife a bit of credit. Number 4 is a very rich person talking about income inequality. Who's this?
We have a much more vibrant society when we don't have such a vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class.
Well, thanks. And the last one is a woman speaking at the Glamour Awards. All right, who is this?
It's amazing because you get the most extraordinary goodie bag if you win the award. Honestly, you should try harder if you haven't won one, because it's like huge. It's like a fucking lorry comes. If I get through the creams I've got now at my house, I may live to be 300. Actually, my corpse may be dead, but my skin, fuck. So many serums.
So that was someone receiving an award at the Glamour Magazine Awards, and she got a lot of face creams in her goodie bag. All right. So some of you are ready already. As always with the sound round, I'll play the clips again. So here they are one more time. Number 1 is talking about a relationship between him, his missus, and the media.
It does irritate me because obviously I get to see how upset she gets, and I know the real her. But that's something that we deal with on our own time. And unfortunately, I can't turn around to the press. I can't turn around to people and say, listen, she's not like that. She's like this.
Number 2 is a woman talking about being happier at work.
No, I think to be honest, I'm the happiest when I'm working and the healthiest, and I think this is an opportunity for me to, focus on what I love in life, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a blessing. And
I mentioned everybody else.
Okay, number 3's just started. Now this is a very successful man giving a bit of credit to his missus.
At that occasion, but forgot to mention my wife. My wife was an Olympic athlete in her own right, 5th at Olympic Games, silver and bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games, in her own right as an athlete. And then has been the team doctor on and off for the last 15 years, and now helping the team in their preparations for next year.
That's wonderful. Number 4 is a very rich person talking about the curse of income inequality.
We have a much more vibrant society when we don't have such a vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class.
Okay. And the last one is a woman who's doing an acceptance speech at the awards from Glamour Magazine. Who's this?
It's amazing because you get the most extraordinary goodie bag if you win the award. Honestly, you should try harder if you haven't won one, because it's like huge. It's like a fucking lorry comes. If I get through the creams I've got now at my house, I may live to be 300. Actually, my corpse may be dead, but my skin, fuck. So many serums.
It's a good joke. It's a good line. But the thing I like best about that clip is how she tells all the other people at the awards ceremony to try harder because they haven't won something. Great stuff. Okay. Everybody's ready. Let's do the answers. So, number 1 is professional monologue, Prince Harry. I couldn't care less, but there you go. Prince Harry, now pursuing a new life as a rich man in America instead of being a rich man in Britain. Lindsay Lohan is number 2. It's not a clip I got myself. It's a clip that I got in a bucket load of clips from someone else, and I don't really know much about the clip or about Lindsay Lohan. But well done if you got Lindsay Lohan. Number 3 is Steve Redgrave, or Stephen Redgrave, if you like. Olympic athlete. 5 times gold medalist or something like that. A crazy record. He was talking about his missus, who was also like he was a rower. Yeah. The bonus question is what sport did his wife do? And also won medals for Britain, but in which sport? She is called Anne. That's a good anticipation, Marion, but that's not what I'm asking. She is called Anne, but what was the sport? What was her sport? Rowing is correct. She was a rower as well. It's a rower going out with a rower. It's that corrupt. You got that? It's Chris. Hey, Chris is dominating the wheel. That's the third chrism on the wheel tonight. You all knew it was going to be something posh. Sailing. Show jumping. I had a posh sports. Number 3, that was. Number 4 is Morgan Freeman. I don't know if he really believes himself. I think he probably does. Well, he's like literally certainly a millionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire. A shitload of money anyway, and there he is pontificating about the inequality of the spread of wealth. Can he hear himself? You know what I mean? And number 5, Jennifer Saunders being very funny. Me and Graham like a good row too. That's good. 8 out of 10 went for Brittany, changed to Lindsay, and then back. Oh no! 10 for the Hayes Mints, 10 for the Spage, 10 for Chameleons, 10 for the Duff, 10 for the UK Alliance, 10 for Lumpy Gravy, 10 for Triangulation, 10 for JD. And thanks to B for the DVD turning up. Which one was that? Was that the I must have been the Carry On one, yeah. Okay, time for a crypto. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to solve a cryptic clue. And tonight, you're looking for the name of a fictional character. Try and pick the famous fictional character out of this. Well, you know, from this. It's not an anagram. Some people get mixed up. Things in it. It's not an anagram. Crypto is like a crossword clue. So surgical underachievement resulting in beast chat. What could that mean? Oh, it was the Killing Fields, right? Yeah. Kind of definitely not a Carry On film then, unless it was Carry On Up the Killing Fields, which would be a hell of a movie. Carry On, the final solution. Carry On, Year Zero. Who would be Pol Pot? I suppose it would be Sid James, wouldn't it be Pol Pot? Right. So you're looking for a fictional character. Originally appeared about 100 years ago, just over 100 years ago in print. Has been in loads and loads of films. Loads of books at first and then films later on. Films and TV. Got it, you got it, you got it right. There's enough people saying that you've got it for me to move on. So the time is up. 3 points if you got this right. It's a well-known character. It's Dr. Doolittle. So surgical underachievement. Surgical is doctor. Doolittle is underachievement. You do little, you underachieve. And the resulting in beast chat is the fact that Dr. Doolittle can talk to the animals. La da 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 da. Do 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 da 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 da. Bonus question to get on the wheel. Who played Dr. Doolittle in that version, in that film version from the 60s that I'm singing the song for? Talk to the Animals. Who was Dr. Doolittle in that 60s? I'm pretty sure it was the 60s. I would even go as far as guessing it was exactly 1968, but I'm going to just check that. Nah, 1967. 1 year out. Yeah, you all know it as well. Brilliant. Rex Harrison is correct. Nice work. Karen's on the wheel. Good work, but I'm very excited about this comment that you've seen the stage show Big and it starred Russ Abbott. It's perfect. I can't think there's ever been a better Dr. Dolittle in history than Russ Abbott. Eddie Murphy's a bit later. Did the animals talk back? Well, he can talk their language, you know. I definitely read one of the books when I was a kid. I'm saying I think because I'm thinking it was the first one, the original one. The guy who wrote the books, Hugh Lofting, wrote about, 20 books, something like that, loads of them anyway. I loved it. Loved the book when I was a kid. Hello, Denise. Oh, I'm glad you're here. It's your Alfred Hitchcock round tonight, by the way, 50-50 round. Rex Harrison's son wrote and sung The Windmills of Your Mind. That's a crazy song. Yeah, the Push Me Pull You. That's right. That's the one I remember. It's like a deer, like an ibex, got a head at each end. I don't know. It didn't explain about the arse. So I don't know. Right. Like a wheel within a wheel. La, da, 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 da. By the way, 3 points if you got that, if you worked out the crypto. If you got Dr. Dolittle, add 3 points onto your score. Right, thumbs up, please. If you like the quiz, please like the quiz with the thumb. Right, jokes round. Here we go. Tell a joke. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to tell me a joke. Let me just get my timer on here. Best joke by the end of 2 minutes gets on the wheel. It's taking me about half a minute to get my timer on here. Timer. 2 minutes. Start. Right, okay. Off you go. Who's Alfred Hitchcock? Well, that's not going to go well, is it? And if you don't know who he is, he's a film director. Right, 2 wives go for a girls' night out. They get drunk. They need a pee on the way home. They stop at the graveyard, but realise they got nothing to wipe with. One girl used her pants. The other girl used a wreath from a grave. Next morning, husband called the other and said, no more girls' night out. My wife came home with no pants. The other husband says, you think that's bad? Mine came home with a card in her crack saying, from all of us at the fire station, we will miss you. Outstanding. I hate Russian dolls. So full of themselves. Am I right? Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? Because he was outstanding in his field. Like a wicca. Giraffe walks into a bar and says, the high balls are on me. Yes. I think that's my favourite so far. What do you call baby on a stick? A kebaby. That's just terror. It's like an act of terrorism, Spedge. It's not a joke. My sister swallowed an LED torch. It's nice to see her face light up. Yeah. Neutron walks into a bar and says, how much for a beer? The barman says, for you, no charge. Science joke. Man lost in Edinburgh says to a policeman, excuse me, is there a B&Q in Leith? And the policeman says, no, sir, but there are 2 D's and 2 E's in Dundee. That's good. Oh, that's time up. That's me. Timer going there. So cancel. All right, dismiss. That's the button I need. Not very good at phones. Right, so what's the winner? I think it's either the giraffe saying the high balls are on me, or is there a B&Q Leith? No, but there's 2 D's and 2 D's in Dundee. It's one of those two. Vote for your favourite. I know there was more jokes, but it's a strict 2-minute cut-off. That's the way I'm doing this now. So vote for your favourite out of the giraffe joke or the B&Q joke. That's the two winners. Vote for John Mackey. That's one for the giraffes. One for Joe. That's one each. Someone's going about ladder. It might be good. I'm not even reading it. It was after the 2 minutes. It's one each so far. Chris Emily, Spedge. No, don't vote for stuff I didn't put in the shortlist. Joe. Right, there's 3 Joes in a row. And that's it. That's the winner. Is there a B&Q in Leith? That is the winning joke, ladies and gentlemen. Man lost in Edinburgh. Says to policeman, excuse me, is there a B and Q in Leith? And the policeman says, no, sir, but there are 2 Ds and 2 E's in Dundee. There you go. That's the winner. So Joe's on the wheel. Amade. Fantastic. That was good. Aye. Right, well done, everybody. That is the way to do the jokes round. A 2-minute banger. You've got to have your joke ready, basically. Right, round 4 is a lino. Lino, I'm going to show you outlines of things you've got to say what they are. These are all countries. These are the 5 largest countries in terms of population whose name starts with the letter L. And I'm going to show you the outline and tell you which continent they're part of, and you've got to name the countries. As simple as that. So the first one is in Asia, and it looks like that. Don't shout these out, by the way. These are just, this is a round. This is a normal round. So, all right, well done, Joe. And Joe's pleased. Hurrah! It was a good joke. I've not heard it before, which is a bonus. Number 2 is in Africa, and the outline looks like that. These are the 5 largest countries in terms of population whose name starts with the letter L. And they're in descending order of population. So number 1's got the most people. Number 5's got the least. That might help you. Number 3 is this shape, and it's in Asia. Western Asia. Right, I'll give you a bit more of a clue. Western Asia. Number 4 is in Africa. That's also West Africa. And it is that shape. By the way, these are not to scale. Some of these are much bigger, some of these are much smaller. It's just, this is the way they fit on the screen, okay? And number 5 is the smallest in terms of population out of the 5, and it is in Europe, and it is shaped like that. So just tell me when you're ready. That's the lino. It's a bit like a blanco or a list round. Kind of nice to look at. So tell me when you're ready. Yeah, it was just like Eurovision. I was the juries and you lot were the televote. That's what happened there in the how you say jokes round. That'd be good. Eurovision jokes contest. Come on, that could be possible. Plus, jokes can be a lot shorter than songs, and you don't need all that staging and all that stuff. So it'd be a lot cheaper, and you can have all the countries on one night instead of having to have semi-finals, because you need the semi-finals to cut down to 26 countries. So you could have all 39 or 40, depends on who enters in what year, but you could have 39 countries, 40 countries. Everybody gets a minute at the most. That's it. You'd rattle through it. Eurovision jokes contest. Somebody with a budget make that happen. That'd be amazing. You got to tell them in English, because that's the main language of Europe. Or maybe not. Maybe you could tell a joke in your own language, but that'd be great. The year that a Serbian joke that nobody understands won the Eurovision joke contest. The Eurovision one-liner contest. That's awesome. They do the joke comp at the festival, what, in a Eurovision style? Like, from each country, sort of thing? Because if so, I need to see that. Right, you all ready? I see Sean runs to his own timetable. Sean turns up at the end, right at the end of quizzes with jokes. He turns up after the jokes round, before the jokes round. It's his schedule. Sean does it his way. That's why he's not getting on the wheel. Aye, the Funny Vision joke contest. That's good. No. What's that to? Is that to everything I've said in the last 10 minutes? Right, let me know when you're ready. We've got Karen's ready, Jonathan's ready, Denise is ready-ish. Oh, the best joke of the fest. No, I know that. Now I'm talking about, like, you know, on TV with a comedian from each country, just the same as Eurovision, you know. It's time for the Finns. Let's get the Finns on. Give us a joke, Finnish people. That'd be awesome. That must happen. Somebody must do that already. It'd be easy to organise on YouTube, actually. Not easy, but it'd be doable. I might have a wee think about that. It's a good idea. Right. You all ready? I think you're ready now. Come on. I'm going to show you the answers, all right? So it's time to mark yourself. Listen, if you get one of the countries right but in the wrong place, you know what I mean? Give yourself 1 point. But if you get the right country in the right place, give yourself 2 points. Okay. Laos. This is in Asia. It's near Vietnam and Cambodia. Southeast Asia. Laos is the largest for 2 points. None of these are particularly massive populations. Laos about 7 million people, something like that. 7 or 8. Number 2 is in Africa. It's the largest of the countries that are here in terms of area. It's in North Africa, and it's Libya. L is for Libya. Round about 7 million people there. Number 3 is in Asia. I said it's West Asia, which, if I'd said the Middle East, that might have been too easy. But the Middle East is part of Asia, and it's Lebanon. Number 4 is in Africa. It's West Africa. It's on the coast. Country founded by former slaves from America who returned to Africa and set the place up as a place of freedom, hence the name, Liberia, like liberty. And number 5, the one in Europe, had a really good Eurovision this year. Didn't win, but did pretty well. It was Lithuania. And that's your 5. 2 points for each of those. If you got like the Asian ones mixed up or the Africans ones mixed up, you know, if you got the right answer but in the wrong place, give yourself 1 point for those. But if you got the right answer in the right place for the right outline, then 2 points. You know what I mean? Do they have to be in the correct order? Like I say, like if you properly match them up to the right outline, then 2 points. If you've got the right answers but you were thinking a different outline, then give yourself 1 for those. 6. Nah, not Zimbabwe. No. Oh, you're trying to anticipate a bonus question there. Discotheque with Lithuania. That was their song, of course. The Roop. Great song. Good performance. Actually, I thought the guy was a bit nervous. 10 out of 10. Nice one. 8 out of 10 went for Luxembourg. Yeah, that's reasonable. Luxembourg's got a fairly distinctive shape. Kind of like a pentagon. Right, decent scores in this. Only one for Janie though. Got Lao and got it in the wrong place. Disaster. You reckon Europe should have won? Lithuania. I thought Ukraine was the best by miles. But my favourite never wins. I was quite pleased with Italy's win. It's pretty good. I liked it. Put Lesotho for Lao. Well, Lesotho's in Africa, Southern Africa, more or less surrounded by South Africa. Okay. Try to think of a bonus question for this. Straightforward geography question. What's the capital of Liberia? What is the capital city of Liberia? That's the bonus question for this round. If in doubt, if you can't think of anything else, ask a capital city question. Quizmasters, stand by. I'm just looking this up. I think I know what the answer is, but I'm just checking. Yeah, I'm correct. Right, Monrovia. Yes, absolutely. Who was first? I think it was Louisa. Nice one. Monroeville is correct. Which I presume is named after the president of the USA, Monroe. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Like France, Ukraine, and Finland were favourites. Voted for Norway. Norway was kind of likeable. France was really good. Absolutely brilliant. My wife loved the French one. She put all her votes on France. We decided to give ourselves 6 votes each. I split mine between Ukraine and Lithuania. They weren't. It's as simple as that. They weren't. The thing about Italy is rubbish. Complete and utter nonsense. And it wasn't backstage. Anyway, it was the green room is in the arena. They definitely weren't. Put it this way. It'd be absolutely ridiculous if they were. And they're doing voluntary drug tests because it was... The thing is, it's because they were dressed like rock and rollers. If they were dressed like anything else, you know, the guy had smashed a glass. He's down like this going, my glass, you know. And people are going, oh, look, he's doing coke. It's just nonsense. Okay, let's move on. Hey, it's Denise's round. Thank you, Denise, for suggesting Alfred Hitchcock films. I can't listen. I'm going so slowly tonight. It's 8 o'clock already. Right, time to speed up. Last 2 round. Okay, here we go. Which epithet is widely applied to Alfred Hitchcock? The king of drama or the master of suspense? Okay, so how was Alfred Hitchcock known? He's a film director, in case you don't know. Someone didn't know earlier on who Alfred Hitchcock is. A very famous British guy who was a film director, made the second part of his career in the USA and made a lot of famous films. But what was he known as? The king of drama or the master of suspense? That's question number 1. Question number 2, artistic collaboration. Which famous artist designed the dream sequences in Alfred Hitchcock's 1945 film Spellbound? Was that Andy Warhol or was that Salvador Dali? Who did the design for the dream sequences in an Alfred Hitchcock film that came out in 1945 called Spellbound? Was it Andy Warhol or Salvador Dali? Number 3, which 1959 Alfred Hitchcock film had the tagline, "It's a deadly game of tag and Cary Grant is it"? Is that North by Northwest or is it Suspicion? Which of those films included that tagline? It's a deadly game of tag, and Cary Grant is it. That's question number 3. Question number 4. Parody. Which comedy film director made a Hitchcock parody in 1977 titled High Anxiety? Kind of based on the style of Hitchcock. Was it Mel Brooks or was it Woody Allen? Oh, you do know. You're just mucking about, right? Okay. You know who Alfred Hitchcock is. I did wonder. I thought, surely not. Number 5. Who plays the film director Alfred Hitchcock in the biopic Hitchcock, which came out in 2012? Was it Anthony Hopkins or Patrick Stewart? So there was a film about Alfred Hitchcock, came out in 2012, just called Hitchcock. A biopic. Who plays the part of Alfred Hitchcock in that film? Is it Anthony Hopkins or Patrick Stewart? Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're pleased with the questions because not all of them are actually about Alfred Hitchcock films. So I thought you might be a bit angry. So I'm glad you're pleased. Just trying to spread it around a bit, you know. So here they are one more time, just before I show the answers. Alfred Hitchcock is the king of drama or the master of suspense. What was his well-known epithet or nickname? Number 2, who designed the dream sequences, the sets and the design for the dream sequences in a film called Spellbound? Was it Andy Warhol or Salvador Dali? That's 1945. Number 3, which 1959 Alfred Hitchcock film is A Deadly Game of Tag, and Cary Grant is it. It's the tag, one of the taglines from the film. Is it North by Northwest or Suspicion? Number 4, which comedy film director made a Hitchcock parody in 1977 called High Anxiety? Is that Mel Brooks or Woody Allen? And the last one. Who played Alfred Hitchcock in the film Hitchcock? Came out in 2012. Was it Anthony Hopkins or Patrick Stewart? Right, now I understand what was going on. Noodle Doodle saying when we said who Hitchcock, it should have been Whoopee Hitchcock. But it just came out wrong. That's a tremendous fact. That's a great fact. Psycho was the first feature film to feature a toilet flushing. Lovely. I'll definitely put it on my fact bank later on and check it out and all that. Okay, let's do it. You all ready? It's just a 50-50 round, so you just got to pick an answer. Here we go. Thanks for the idea for the round, Denise. Okay, Alfred Hitchcock is the master of suspense. Okay. Great films, bit of a lech. I know nothing about the guy. Absolutely nothing about him. I really don't know much about his films either. It was good writing these because it made me think, oh, I need to see these. I haven't seen any of these. And they do look quite good. Which famous artist designed the dream sequences for Spellbound? It was Salvador Dali. There is, that's what we're talking about. Whoo! It's just like another night out in the 90s, isn't it? '59 Alfred Hitchcock film with the tagline. It's a game of tag, a deadly game of tag, and Cary Grant is it. North by Northwest. All right. So he's getting chased by aeroplanes and stuff like that, and there's shootouts on Mount Rushmore. Lots of excitement. Never seen it. It looks really good. I was always put off by the title. The title seemed pretty bleak. But I was reading about it today. It's because it was the first thing they could think of, and they never thought of anything better for it. Who made a film called High Anxiety? It's Mel Brooks. I watched a little clip of it. It's good. It looks quite good. But Mel Brooks is good. And number 5, who plays Alfred Hitchcock in 2012 film about him? It's Anthony Hopkins. Bonus question, who is the other person in this picture? Who's the actress playing his wife? North by Northwest is over long. It's very good. Yes, It is Helen Mirren. Now, who got that first? Let's have a look. Because you all came in at once. Denise was the first one to get it, and it was Denise's idea for the round, so that's perfect. It's worked out nicely. Well done, Denise. There you go. Cool. I'm very pleased that it worked out like that. So the Master of Suspense, Salvador Dali, North by Northwest, Mel Brooks, Anthony Hopkins. Okay, let's just go straight on to the final round, which is the double or bust round, as you know. Here we go. So you know how this goes. You get 4 points for a right answer, which means you get 20 points if you get them all correct. But you can go bust in this round, which is 0 points for the round. You keep your points from before, but you get bust and you get 0 points for the round if you put a wrong answer down. So if you answer a question and it's wrong, you get 0 for the round. That's bust. To avoid getting bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to put an answer for every question. So you choose which ones you're going for. Here we go. Right, here we go. Which mythical creature appears in the title of the 5th Harry Potter novel, which was released in 2003? All right. So mythical creature in the title of a Harry Potter book that came out in 2003, which is the 5th Harry Potter novel. That's number one. Number two, what country has a capital city called Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi is the capital of where? That's number two. Number three, right, month of the year. Might be a guess for this one. See how you get on. During which month is the yearly racing event, that's horse racing, known as Royal Ascot, usually held? So, very important day on the social calendar. If you're one of those sorts of people, okay, maybe you know somebody who knows somebody who's knows somebody who knows the Queen. You might go to that Royal Ascot. But which month of the year is it usually held? That's question number three. Right, quite a tricky one to go for if you're not quite sure. Could easily bust you. If you put a wrong answer, you can leave it blank, of course. It's up to you. Number four is about the internet. Which app launched in 2011? It features a ghost as its logo and was created by a guy called Evan Spiegel, one of the world's youngest billionaires, and therefore a wanker. But what was the name of his app that made him a billionaire? Launched in 2011, and it's got a ghost as its logo. I recognized the logo, but I didn't realize it was supposed to be a ghost. So there you go. Number five, right? It's usually a year question, not tonight, but it's another one with a leeway. It's a different type of thing. So in feet and inches, how high is the center of a badminton net? Like the top of the net in badminton. If you get within 6 inches of the correct answer, then you get the points. And that's it. That's the question. Why is it not in metric? It's because it's delineated in imperial. All right, we invented the game. Therefore, we set it. Therefore, it's imperial. And all those euros, they have to convert it into their silly little centimeters from our great big, bold and bonny British inches. You know what I mean? Okay. Wow, we've got a couple of balls out already from the Doyle, from the Duff. Going for it. I'm going to play these questions one more time. Just run them through, just so you know which one is which. Number one, mythical creature is in the title of a Harry Potter novel, came out in 2003. It was the 5th Harry Potter book. Number two, Abu Dhabi is the capital of where? Number three, which month has Royal Ascot? Number four, which app was made by Evan Spiegel, made him a billionaire? Came out in 2011. It's got a ghost as the logo. And the last one, how high is a badminton net? Get within 6 inches to get the correct answer. Denise is going balls out as well. She's buoyed up, encouraged by her great success in the Hitchcock round. She's going for it. She's got the fever. Got the points fever. Or maybe she just knows them. Because I always, my default thinking is that people who go in for everything are gambling somewhat. But, maybe you just know the answers. Janie's going for 3. Okay. We're ready? Triangulation already. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. About to show you the answers. I'll remind you that I'm still doing this for tips. My gigs are actually starting to come back, and it's really great. And it saved my life. But it still takes time to put this together. So if you think tonight's quiz is worth a tip, then I'd still be delighted to get a tip. Because I think I'm going to survive now, but I am in a gigantic amount of debt. So every little helps. Where is my thing anyway? Here it is. It's going to be cool. We're all going to live happily ever after. It's all going to work out. There's the donation link. Right, here come the answers. Okay, Harry Pooper. The fifth Harry Potter novel came out in 2003. What's the mythical beast? It's a phoenix. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I don't know what the Phoenix ordered. Maybe lasagna. I don't know what the Order of the Phoenix actually was. 2 lasagna and 2 pints of tenants. Abu Dhabi is capital of United Arab Emirates. Look at it. It looks ridiculous. Who'd want to live there? It looks stupid. 4 points for United Arab Emirates. Abu Dhabi. Load of rubbish. Royal Ascot is in June. You go for that? I'm thinking that'd be a mad one to go for unless you definitely knew it. You might have known it was summer, but that narrows it down to a bit of a choice, you know. It looks bloody awful, doesn't it? Look at that. Not for me. Number 4, the app made Evan Spiegel a billionaire is Snapchat. There we go. Bonus question, get on the wheel. Do you know the name of the ghost? The ghost has a name. That is a ghost, apparently. I always wondered what it was meant to be, but it's a ghost. Oh, look, people are getting bust. Bust on July, disaster. Bust on number 2, disaster. No, not Casper. No. That's a good ghost guess. Snappy. No, that's a good guess as well, but not right. Boo the ghost, Henry the ghost, Snapper the ghost. No. Maybe you don't know it. He's named after a rapper. He's named after a rapper from the what do you call it? The Wu-Tang Clan. Harry, Spooky, Paul, Chatty, Gordon, Chatty the Ghost. No. Ghosty McGhostface. Jay-Z, Dry. Nah. Yeah. Look, that's going to be... Well, actually, I was going to say that's close enough. But then Spedge went and got it actually right. So, Chris M., I'm going to put you on the wheel anyway for nearly getting it right. For naming the rapper anyway. And Spedge, you're on the wheel for getting the actual correct answer. It's called Ghostface Chilla. There we go. Now you know what a ghost in Snapchat is called. Named after Ghostface Killa from Wu-Tang Clan. I can't explain why. 18 inches, right, here we go. This is the replacement for what is usually the year question. Question number 5 in the double or bus round. How tall is a badminton net? I had to get within 6 inches. Correct answer is 5 foot. So, if you said between 4'6" and 5'6", then you're correct. And it seems a little short to me, but I double checked it. It's totally correct. Noodle Diddles gets 16 in the last round. They finish on 69. Woo, woo. There's some very interesting graphics. See, at the side of the net, it's 5'1". That's because that's to allow for a little sag, tiny little sag in the middle. In the middle, it should be 5 foot. Phoenix, United Arab Emirates, June, Snapchat, and anything between 4'6" and 5'6". 4.5 feet and 5.5 feet for any Europeans who may be with us. A foot is made out of 12 inches because that just makes a lot more sense than your daft little centimeters. Your mad wee Euro centimeters. 71. Great stuff, Joe. Great stuff, Chef. 73. Triangulation. Come on. 76. Yay. The Duff. Great scores. Right, get your scores uploaded, folks. So I can make a nice league table. Looks like it's going to be good scores tonight. Here's the link. And then I've wasted a lot of time, so I need to get straight on. Not wasted, but I've been chatting. It's not a waste. Had fun. I've enjoyed this tonight. I hope you have as well. But we've got about 10 minutes left to play some games for names. And I'm just going to preempt you. I'm going to get Where Am I on? Because I think that's sort of the most popular one. I'm just going to check that there's no... No, okay, we're clean. Just to make sure there's no giveaways. So what am I going to do? I'm going to stop this share. I'm going to start a new share. Hello, it's me being big for a couple of seconds. Just till I can find the Chrome tab. Right, here we go. Where are we? Name of town or city. Okay. I know nonsense tonight. No mucking about because I have come to this slightly later than I'd prefer. I just felt quite relaxed tonight, you know. Quite enjoyed it. Right, Auchtermuchty, Durham. Kidderminster, no. Forest, Krakow, Oxford, Redditch, Elgin, Oslo. No. Let's go down here a little bit. Let's look around. There's a bank. There's a crossroads. What's going on here? Not much. Let's see what else you're saying. London, Bath, Paisley, Keith, Salford, Manchester, Birmingham, Manchester, Canterbury, Saffron Walden, Newcastle, Hull, Canterbury, York, East Kilbride. No, none of these. I actually thought someone might have got this already. Let's go back down here. Let's go. It looks like a bit of a square. Might get some clues along here. It's a sort of minor square. Solihull, Stratford, Birmingham, Nottingham, Kilmarnock, Leeds. I don't think anyone's got this right yet. There's quite a lot of comments come in, so remember, it is possible for me to miss the right answer. So if you think you've got it and you're wondering why I've not said, then I might have missed your entry. So keep typing it is what I'm saying. Leicester, yes, it's Leicester. There's Horsefair House. Horse fair enough. This looks pretty locked down, doesn't it? Maybe it's just early morning. I think they go out early morning with these things. Cafe Nero's open. Right opposite. Star Nails. Right, well done, Chrism. That is you on the wheel again. Dominating the wheel tonight. Let's get another Where Am I on? Well done. It is Leicester. Right, let's go. Let's get outside the UK. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere slightly more glamorous. I've been to Leicester. It was all right. I had a good time. I went there for a weekend once. Long weekend. I had a lot of fun. But I'd rather go here. I think, right, where are we? Now, what's going on? Quite well dressed. Preston Pans. No, this is not Preston Pans. Yep, that's true. I'll talk about that in a minute. Just give the prizes to Chris M, says Robert. Well, the thing is, he'll probably win a scratch card or something like that. And then then he's off the wheel. As soon as you win one thing, you're off the wheel, you know. Saint-Tropez, no. King's Kettle, no. Madrid, Rome, no. Krakow, Como, Italy. It's not Como. It's not Verona. It's not Pisa. Not Turin. Not Verona. Not Trieste. Not Padova. Oh, what's this? That's kind of the giveaway there. If you know it. Milano, no. No, not that. That's not right. Oh, I think you're thinking of someone else. I was thinking you got the right thing, but wrong. But I think you're thinking of San Marino. It's not San Marino. Lake Garda, Bergamo, Lucerne. Now, this is related to what was going on at the weekend. This is a Eurovision-related thing. Bari, no. Other end of the country from Bari. Turin, Bologna. Ariston's the name of the theatre. Very famous theatre. Valencia, Trieste, no. Like God, San Remo, that's it. This is the home of the San Remo Music Festival, which is takes place in this theatre every year. Great big deal in Italy, and it's what they use to choose their song for Eurovision. It's broadcast on all state media channels for a week, and everybody in Italy takes the week off to watch the San Remo Music Festival. It's that important. Which is why, one of the reasons anyway, why Italy keep coming up with good songs for the Eurovision, because they actually bother, actually try. And it all happens here. And San Remo Music Festival is older than Eurovision, and it was the Eurovision kind of was based on San Remo. So this is in some ways the birthplace of Eurovision. Great stuff. So who got it? It was Louisa. Here be trying to educate you on Eurovision, try to convert you to my little religion. Some of you are already believers. San Remo. Okay, I got one more. One more. It's 24 minutes past. Yeah, we've got time for one more, and then we'll have time for someone else as well. So it's time to play Where Am I once again. Where are we now? We go slightly further away. Slightly further away. Where are... Okay. I thought he was drunk, to be honest. I thought the UK performer was a bit pissed. Nah, not Toronto, not Dubai, not Houston, not Libya. Not Libya. I'm looking for the name of a city. That's the best guess so far. It's not in Libya either, but it's not a bad guess. Jerusalem, New York. Let's get down to ground level a little bit. Let's see what's going on. So that's seen better days, isn't it? Number one taxi, sir. Good taxi. I take you places. To be completely honest, this makes Muirhouse look pretty swanky. What we got? Beirut, Rabat, Johannesburg, Casablanca, Nigeria, Beirut. No Beirut. Loads of you going for Beirut. I've done Beirut before. Did Beirut a few weeks ago. Cairo's much closer. Khartoum, Tunis, Tripoli, Algiers, Marrakesh. Loads of guesses. I'm just going back over guesses. I'm kind of missed them out there. Dubai, Jerusalem, right, that's back to the top. So let's see if anyone, I don't think anyone's got this yet, up to Derek's Cairo, which is not right. Oh, you got it. Nice one. Beauty, Louisa. Alexandria is correct, which is also in Egypt, but nearer the sea. There we go. And I can't really go street viewing about. I can't travel because it's one of in quite a lot of parts of the world, more interesting parts of the world, I would say, there is no street view. You just get these 360-degree pictures now and again. These are great, aren't they? I mean, people live here, like you and me. But they just happen to be from here. This is Alexandria. Massive city on the Mediterranean in Egypt. Oh, and the cars are a bit bashed up. And that's Alexandria. Right, well done, Louisa. And Graham, if he's there. It was nice to meet both of you. At the newsroom the other night, it was great. Be back in the real world. They got Sky TV. I know that's the thing, isn't it? That's what everybody says about refugees. How can they be refugees? They got phones. Come on. Right, Denise, it's kind of your night. So I'll go straight to Hangman. To be honest, Beak, I don't really have any kazoos ready. I don't think I could check. But let's play Hangman. No, you know what? Actually, we're not going to play Hangman. We're going to play similar to Hangman. We're going to play Now You See It, because I've got a special Eurovision Now You See It, and I want to do it just now before it kind of goes out of date. You know what I mean? So you know how I've been doing this a little bit more recently. I think it's really good. You're going to see 4 clues, one after the other. First one to get a clue in each case, to get the answer in each case, gets on the wheel. Okay, all the answers are one word. No, actually, one of them's not, but see what you can find. So the first thing you're looking for is the home of epic sax guy. This is a Eurovision guy. The guy who went... Where was he from? That's right. Hey, Moldova is correct. Natters is correct. First and is on the wheel. There's Moldova. I'll just cut down here and put you on the wheel, Natters, and then get back up here and get it away and get the next clue on, which is this charming Swede. Who are we talking about in terms of Eurovision? Who is this charming Swede? He won the competition. And since he won the competition, he always appears. He's there every year doing something. So who's this? Who appears every year? Yes, that's right. Mons. Or indeed, Mons. Mons Zeberlov. Mons Zeberlov is correct. Natters again. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Oops. It's not working. Come on. Copy. Come on. Oh. I've spun the wheel by mistake. That's why it's not working.
Chris M.
Aye. Don't worry about that. I've not taken you off the wheel, Chris. Come on. This is supposed to be quick. This Now You See It. Right. Come on. He is kind of Mr. Eurovision these days. That's right. Yeah, right. Number 3 is a type of hallelujah. Eurovision. What type of hallelujah do you get at Eurovision? If you hate Eurovision, I'm really sorry, but it's my favourite time of year. So just allow me the indulgence. You know what I mean? Yes. Hard. Rock. Hallelujah. Great stuff. Of course, Lordi from Finland. 2006. Rock winners. You occasionally get a rock winner. Okay, here comes the last one. 1989 winner was called Something Me. What's the missing word? I'll be interested to see what the typo is. Or is that an answer? Typo me. No, it's not the right answer. Know me. Why me? That was a winner, but not that year. Free me. No. Know me. No. Free me. Why me? Allow me. No. Hard me. Rock me. That's the one. Got there in the end. Nice work, Chris. Rock Me by Riva from Yugoslavia. who were the winners that year. Is that half past? It is. It's after half past now. So, what was the typo, Louisa? Or have I got the word typo in there somewhere? I can't see it. I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm just going to wait to see if Louisa's got a valid typo call to get her another space on the wheel. But if not, we'll go to spinning the wheel. That was the only time Yugoslavia won the competition. That's before they decided to have a war and split up slightly. Hallelujah. Really? Did I spell hallelujah wrong? Hallelujah. That's a valid spelling of hallelujah. Isn't it? It's one of those words you can spell it a few different ways. I mean, it's a transliteration from the original Arab. Or Arabic, I think. Anyway, no, I'm not taking that. That's a valid spelling of hallelujah. Mind you, it's in respect to a specific song. So I guess, now, give me 2 seconds. I'll look it up, right? Hard rock. Hallelujah. No, I've spelt it exactly the way Lord Dave spelt it, so that's okay. Right. Hallelujah. Right, well done, everybody. Let's get that away and let's get the wheel on. Let's get spinning. Let's find out some winners. Some winners. Winners. There, I've been typing all the names and it results in this wheel, which is mainly Chris. There's quite a lot of Chris M on there. He's got to win something, surely. It'd be a world record if we managed to get through 3 or 4 spins and Chris wins nothing. It'd be a crime. It'd be a crime similar to Portugal's non-qualification from the semi-finals Eurovision 2 years ago. It'd be an outrage, a shame, a disgrace, and a letdown. Right. Monday, the 24th of May. That's what I'm writing down here, so I know which day this piece of paper refers to when I find it lying about the desk in a couple of days. So the first prize tonight is, we're going to start with, let's start low. Let's start with a scratch card, right? Scratch card. Let's start with a scratch card. Let's do that. Hang on a second. No. There's a couple of people who are giving prizes away who are on the wheel. So let's start with those first to minimize the chance of them ending up with their own prizes. So Chris M is supplying the the DVD of the trip DVD, and it's going to go to whoever comes up first, unless it's Chris. In which case he can have Beak's prize. No, Beak doesn't have a prize. No, it's Chris.
Chris M.
Chris, what's happened there is that you've come up on your own prize. So I'm going to give you the prize that I was going to give away next, which is Louisa's prize, which is the Bullseye Game and Quiz Book. It's got darts, it's got a target, and it's got a 48-page quiz book. You've won the Bullseye Game. So it goes to Chris. Winner here is Chris, right? Okay, nice one, Chris. There was no way we were going to get through that without you winning a prize, and you've won the very first prize that's come up, which is the Bullseye Game. So you can be on the wheel as many times as you like, but you can only win once. So we take all the Chris's off the wheel, and it's going to look quite different. There we go. See, quite a lot. Fewer segments. So now we are spinning for the trip DVD. Here we go for the next prize. Is it Karen? Is it Joe? It's Joe.
Joe Matheson.
Now, Joe's moved house and I don't have her address, so this is a great chance to get Joe's address. Joe, you need to send me your address so that I can give that to Chris and he can send you the DVD of the trip. Brilliant stuff. Very happy with a bit of bully. Well, the thing is, you can't beat a bit of bully. That's a fact. Okay. We take Joe off the wheel and we spin again. This time it's for a £100,000 National Lottery scratch card. Karen, Louisa, Denise, Spage!
Simon Edge.
Yeah, the Spage. Spage the ledge. With an attractive hedge. I don't know. I've never seen Spage's house, but I imagine it's got a fairly nice bit of topiary around it. I'm sure Mr. Spage, the ledge, has a lovely hedge. And if he scratches well, he's going to win a wedge. Excellent. Nice work, Spage. Your prize winner. Hey, Joe's happy with that. With a DVD. Send me a message with your address on it, Joe, so I can send that on to Chris. All right. And let's go for a beer. Here we go. It's time for the beer. Cross Borders Brewery, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1 brewery in Dalkeith, Eskbank, and indeed Scotland. Been making beautiful beer for a little while now. Experts in their field. Cool guys as well. Quite relaxed about things. Nice guys, good guys. And they've been sponsoring the quiz for over a year. They've been terrific. And they'll send you some beer. Well, they will if I manage to get the details off to them like I did failed to do last week. But I'll get them both off later on. So here comes the spin for the beer. Here we go. Oh, Karen, Louisa, Denise, Louisa. It's going to be Louisa.
Louisa Jobson.
Yay! Louisa gets a beer, and that's it. We're done. Well done, Louisa. And Graham. You get beer. I will sort that out. Let me see. So well done Joe, who's won the Trip DVD. Well done Chris, who's won the Bullseye game. That's good. Spege has won £100,000. National Lottery scratch card. You never know. Actually, I got a message from Beak saying that she got a tenner on one of the scratch cards. That's pretty good. And Louisa got a beer. So, well done, everybody. Great stuff. Nice Monday work. And that's the quiz. That's how the quiz works, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in Edinburgh, you're welcome to come and quiz in real life with me in a situation which is known as the pub. Do you remember the pub? It's good. You go in, you sit down, get beer, and you chat, and then you get another beer, then you do a bit of quiz, and then you win or you don't win, and then maybe you win the money, maybe you don't win the money, but it's just a laugh, you know? You see all the people, and the people all see you, and everyone chats, everyone goes outside, everyone comes back in. It's great. I don't know how to explain a pub to you if you can't remember what the pub is. It's just really cool. Oh, good stuff, Chris got. See if you do win something on a scratch card. Go to take a photograph and put it on the Facebook group so everybody can see just how magnificent this is. Thanks. Very nice quiz. Nice quiz. All right. Yeah, wee-wah. Congratulations to all the winner. Bad luck to anybody who didn't get on the wheel. We'll be quizzing again. Now, normally I would say we'll be quizzing again on Wednesday, but I'm not going to do it this week because I am back at the Brass Monkey and I have to be earlier than I would normally be because of the time regulations. So for the temporary future, I'm dropping the Wednesday quiz, okay, online. But I will be back on Friday at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Do a quick breakdown of the quiz. Yeah, I'll let me see. It's, so Wednesday, 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. See, I need to do this myself, don't I? Is Brass Monkey Drummond Street. So you know I'm better doing this, better just putting these into a banner and putting the banner up. Thursday, 6 p.m. at the Strathy. And then Thursday, 8 p.m. at the newsroom. This is the real life ones, okay? And there might be more announcements as well. You can't say anything just now. Right. Okay. You see that going across the bottom? So that's the quizzes. That's the real world quizzes, and the online ones will be as usual on Friday. Yeah. The gigs are coming back. I've kind of got to work around them, Denise, because they're paying, right? That's the bottom line. And as I've said for quite a while now, I'll keep the online stuff going. I might just juggle the days and times a little bit. Okay, so don't worry. Friday will definitely stay because pubs don't really need me on a Friday, because they're busy already. You know what I mean? So Friday's a lock. Friday will stay. If everything else goes, Friday will stay. I'd rather do at least 2 a week online. Hey, looking forward to this. DVD prize for next time. Good stuff. How about a wee daytime quiz? Jesus Christ. No. It's not a terrible idea. It's an idea I played with last year and never quite got around to doing. Something quite short would be maybe good. Midday, sort of midday lunchtime, super quick quiz, It's maybe not terrible. It's just having a headspace to organise all these different things, You're still doing 9 o'clock on Friday. Yeah, for the moment, I'll do Friday 7 and 9 o'clock. I might eventually just change that down to one quiz, maybe one quiz at 8 o'clock instead of 2 back-to-back, 7 and 9 o'clock, because it is quite hard work, to be honest. Lunchtime quiz for home workers. It's not bad. Actually, it might give me a chance to try out some of the apps, because I could do things with apps. I quite like doing pen and paper and just chatting these quizzes, but maybe something with an app would be quite good, quite fast. Skivers. Rather be a skiver than a deep sea diver or a motor racing driver or any kind of driver. Or Lady Godiva. Louise is actually looking through the book that Beak donated. Which book is that? Which book was it? Oh, was it the cookery stuff? Was it one of those? Thanks for letting me know that. That's what I kind of need to know, what people are thinking about an 8 o'clock one. Personally, I'd like to boil the Friday night one down to one quiz. That'd be pretty good. Thank you, Big. High praise from a poet. And I'm not going to say anything about know it, because that would be crass. Crass like brass. Quiz anytime. Yeah, me too, I suppose. Thanks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Most of the work I've got to do is in the office here. Like going out and doing the quiz is pretty easy, but because all the stuff that I use for doing outdoor quizzes, I've got to have a bag and I've got to have equipment and printed stuff. And, last February, if you went back in time 14 months, like my office was all set up. There's the answer sheets, there's the jackpot sheets, there's the tokens, there's the pens, blah, 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 all the stuff, And as it became clear lockdown was going to go on and on and on, all that stuff got shoved away and other stuff has taken its place in the different shelves. I'll give you a look at the shelves. It's just a mess. Yeah. There's some shelves over there you can see. I don't know why I'm showing you that stuff, but it's a complete mess. So most of the work is getting the office back functioning slickly, you know, like a machine. Friday 8 o'clock sounds good. I'm a poet and a pure Lenny Bennett. I do ken it, don't I? Because I'm East Coast now. Grew up saying Ken because we lived through here. Then I went to Glasgow, lived in Glasgow for 17 years. So I stopped saying Ken about 17 minutes after moving to Glasgow. He stopped saying Ken, you know. I'm not taking any more 50-50 suggestions at the moment. I'll do them at the start of the month, right? Westlife Boyzone, what a nightmare round. Is that your faves? I've said this before about Westlife though, and the thing about Westlife is, because like I'm a cool male person, my automatic position is that Westlife are shite. However, every time Westlife's on, like if there's a song on where I've accidentally been in a situation where I'm listening to Westlife, you know, like can happen sometimes, I always think to myself, God, this is really good. Their quality, you know, they're good quality. Didn't know Ken was an East Coast thing. Oh, aye. They football fans from Glasgow, when they're playing a football team from the East Coast, they chant, "Who the fuck is Ken?" You know, because it's football crowd humour. Very funny, very witty. They've been doing the same joke for my entire life, which is more than 40 years now. And who the F is Ken? Because from the Glaswegian point of view, Ken is hilarious. You know, people with East Coast accents are hilarious from a Glasgow point of view. I don't think they are interchangeable. I think Boyzone's kind of horrible and Westlife's kind of quite classy, you know. Mind you, I say that, and then if you give me a test, like, is this Boyzone or Westlife, I'll probably get it wrong every single time. Do you ken Ken? Ken, I ken Ken is for the glebe. Ken for the glebe. Hey, Ben the Room. That's another East Coast one. Ben the Room. I don't think Glaswegians say Ben the Room. It's a good one, that. Scottish people have managed to contract through in the back room to Ben the Room. Through in the. Ben the Room. I love that. I remember being amazed by it when I was a kid. Go and visit my uncles and they'd say, "Ah, he's Ben the Room." I'm like, what? Eh? Because the first few years of my life I was in England. So, not entirely native, you know what I mean? Aye, Ben the Room. That was always the context, was Ben the Room. It was never Ben anything else. It was Ben the Room. And it was always through in the room. It was always meant a room that was, like if you're in the front room and you're saying, "Where's Grandad?" "Oh, he's Ben the Room. He's through in the back room." Do they go for messages in the West? I think they do. That's one my mum uses, and I've never got into saying messages. I don't say messages. I say shopping. I like bide, but I think that's an Aberdeen one. What, like stay? Like, where do you bide? I don't know. I think that's more generally Scottish. I think I've heard that all over. I don't know anything about Aberdeen. I lived a long time in Glasgow and a long time in Edinburgh, and a bit of time down in the Borders. In fact, quite a bit of time down in the Borders. 3-year stint as an adult and an 8-year stint as a kid. Bide Inn. I've heard of that. Yeah. Bide is stay, like abide. I think it's a fairly standard Scottish word because it's just a contraction of a standard English word, which is abide, which is wait or stay. Great stuff. I love all this. Who says what where? Yeah, and there's that meaning as well. Bide in as someone who lives in the same house. But people just say it like abide at, then name a certain part of town. Where do you abide? I mean, it's pretty old-fashioned, I think. Maybe in Aberdeen it's more common. If I think about a person saying, where do you abide? Do you abide in Portobello? That's like, you picture an older person saying that. Or like my generation and up, you know. But I could be wrong. In fact, I am wrong. I'm wrong all the time. It's one of the great things about being a human being and not a robot. You get to be wrong. That's why quizzes are popular. Everyone likes to be a little bit wrong. Because it means that when you're right, it's really satisfying. Because all those times you were wrong, but this time you were right. That's one of my pop psychology theories as to why quizzes are popular. Because it's the being wrong that makes being right satisfying. Anyway, getting a little bit deep into it. I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to put Stella to bed. And get working on this week's quizzes, real life quizzes, because I've got to get stuff ready, got to get stuff printed. It's going to be good. Thanks for doing the quiz tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say the two things that I always say at the end, which is please upload your score so that I can make a lovely score table. And if anybody thought tonight's quiz preparation and delivery by me, Dr. Paul, your quizmaster, was worth a tip, then I'd be delighted to get that. A couple of quid is all it takes to make me happy. These days, you know what I mean? So thanks very much. Thank you very much to anyone who has donated at all, ever, over the last year or so, and who does donate. I'm still living off it just now, or attempting to live off it, but thank God for the quizzes coming back in the pubs. That's what I'm saying. Safe for the quiz. Yeah, I am. I'm very happy to be very busy. I'm always happier when I'm busy anyway. So I'm really looking forward to a busy week. You get to Saturday, put your feet up and go, I've earned a wee bit of feet up. You know, that's what I'm going to feel like on Saturday. It's going to be good. Excellent. Right, good night, everybody. Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for the prize. And I'll get everyone's prizes sorted out. I've got a little bit of catching up to do with last week, but that's part of my busy week is getting everything up to date. So I'll get everything up to date. And thank you very much. Good night.